History repeats itself, there is nothing new under the sun. This concept applies to the world's most powerful nations as well, for since the age of men, civilizations rose to power for a time, then collapsed. From the Persians to the Romans via the Greek Empire, we are not short of examples regarding that fact. This very same outcome is about to be unveiled in our present age, with powers such as the United States and the European Union, whose domination in the world of economics has already been challenged by nations such as China, India, or Brazil. Here is the list of countries that will rank on top of the world economy by 2050. GDP values provided here are at purchasing power parity. Number 10, Germany. The German economy has an unbelievable story, having strongly recovered from world wars, surpassing the economies of other powerful European nations such as the UK, France or Spain. In 2014, the German economy was ranked at the 5th position, with a GDP of $3.6 trillion. By 2050, this number is projected to almost double, but since other nations will beat the German to the race, they will drop by 5 spots in the list, reaching the 10th position. Number 9, Nigeria. Africa's strongest economy is growing at a fast pace, with an increasing number of opportunities for investments. Although the issue of Boko Haram is still to be dealt with, the country has managed to reach the 20th spot of the 2014 top 20 leading economies, with a GDP growth rate of 6.3%. The future looks promising for Nigeria, since its economy is projected to hit the 9th spot in the global economy ranking by 2050, with a GDP of more than $7 trillion, present-day figure of the Indian economy, ranked 3rd in the world. The biggest challenge in order to achieve this goal will be the diversification of their economy, which is a little bit dominated by oil revenues. Number 8, Russia. Hitting the 6th spot in 2014 with a GDP of $3.5 trillion, the Russian economy has been performing not so well so far. With a giant gas empire and tremendous reserves of precious metals, Russia's economy by 2050, although reaching an astonishing figure of $7.5 trillion, will drop at the 8th spot. The current challenge Russia is facing at the moment is the recession of their economy, which is partially the result of Western sanctions due to invading Crimea. Thus, this projection is likely to decline unless the Russians find alternative ways to relaunch the growth of their economy. Number 7, Japan. The land of the rising sun has been going through a tough slope, struggling to definitively come out of recession. Within the next 35 years, nothing really big is expected of the Japanese economy, scoring a GDP of $4.7 trillion in 2014, to just hit a figure of nearly $8 trillion by 2050. This projected number, if reachable, can only be achieved if they manage to stimulate their present economy, dominated by the vehicle industry as well as technology. Number 6, Mexico. The second largest economy of Latin America, just behind Brazil, has known period of growth, reaching 2.1% during the first half of 2015. With a present purchasing power parity of $2 trillion, the former Aztec Empire is about to hit the number 6 spot by 2050, quadrupling its 2014 figure with a tremendous $8 trillion GDP. The known struggle of Mexico is the expansion of drug cartels, which are in an open war against government forces. With such an expansion of drug dealing networks, it is really hard to foresee what will be their impact on the future economy of Mexico. Number 5, Brazil. With a population of 203 million people, Brazil has known a golden age under the leadership of Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, despite the turmoil of the 2008 economic crisis. Although his successor has yet to prove she can lead Brazil towards further milestones, there is no doubt the Latin American nation will rank among the top economies in the near future. With a present GDP of $3 trillion, they will by 2050 reach $9 trillion, tripling their 2014 value. Number 4, Indonesia. Most of you never thought of this nation as being able to crack the top 5 of 2050, but indeed, at the rate their economy is quickly growing, they will. A greater surprise is to see them surpass the UK in 2014 in terms of GDP at purchasing power parity, with a net value of $2.5 trillion US. This number will be 6 times higher 34 years from now, with an incredible $12.2 trillion US. Surprisingly, only 16% of the population has access to the internet. Therefore, should they increase access to this vital factor for any economy, they will surely exceed expectations. Number 3, United States. With a GDP of $17 trillion US in 2014, America is not in so much of a bad shape in comparison to European powers who have clearly been demoted beyond the G10. Yet, leading the world economy for centuries, America is projected to give up its current second place to India in 2050. Yes, that's right, China took over in 2014. They will surely double their GDP purchasing power parity to $41 trillion US in 2050, although there is rumor that another economic crisis is expected to hit, influencing that figure for sure. Number 2, India. India is now the third largest economy in the world, with a population of more than 1.1 billion people, whose majority are believed to still live in a state of poverty. This sole factor will be the biggest challenge for India in the next decades, in order to surpass its awesome 7% average growth over the past years. With a 2015 GDP at $8.5 trillion US, in 2050, India is expected to be ahead of the United States of America, with an astonishing GDP figure of $42 trillion US. Number 1, China. China dominates the world's economy with a 2-digit average growth of more than 10% over the last 30 years. It is clear that such growing pace is only expected to help the country reach incredible heights, stretching out beyond any economy in the world over the next decades. With a GDP of $19 trillion US in 2015, Asia's giant is projected to reach the $60 trillion US mark in 2050, securing its number 1 spot as the world's largest economy for the next centuries at this rate. Thank you for watching our video. We encourage you to subscribe if you have not done so yet. You may also check previously uploaded videos via the links provided here. Feel free to share, like and comment our videos, as it helps us entertain you better. Until next time, cheers.